Have you realized that people tend to communicate differently in different situations? Hello, and welcome to today's Insight. And I'm going to be talking about mainly the different communication styles in different situations. Now, initially, I had this conversation in regards to men and women talking differently. But now I'm noticing that it is not men and women, it's people in general talk different ways in different situations. And sometimes that could be quite aggravating, especially if you are trying to get a message across, but you're not really communicating the proper way in with the other person in that situation. So you're kind of stuck, but you are like convinced that you have to say the message in one specific way, but in actuality, so that the other person understands, you are going to have to say it a different way. What I came to comprehend today is that usually, depending on the situation, people will be either holistic in the way they view the situation or very systematic in the way that they view the situation. Or, should I say, analytical way of viewing the situation. So, the way you view things, like, you look at things holistically, you look at them, the entirety of it, everything intertwined. So, it's the parts, the way they interact, and the outcomes, and so and so. Don't quote me on that. Now, then there's the systematic view of things, which is the relationship between the parts of an entire system. So if you are looking at the holistic way, it's looking at the entirety of it. Whereas if you are looking at something systematically, you are looking at it from the relationship between the moving parts. And that's only it. And the other one is analytical, which is every part is separate from every other part. So that you only analyze that one specific situation. And in this case, I find that it differs from person to person because they concentrate on different things. For example, in business, people are very analytical. They look at one thing and one thing only. They don't necessarily view it from a systematic perspective, or should I say a systemic perspective, or a holistic perspective. They just view it from an analytical perspective. And sometimes you need to view it from a holistic perspective. And so if you know in what way or when people act in a holistic way or in a systematic way, then you will be able to better pinpoint how you should be communicating with others. So, my question to you is, do you know how you communicate in specific situations? Ponder that.